Good morning, students. Today we are going to see a new chapter, coal and petroleum. Okay, see, in our daily needs we use some of the nature things and man-made things also. Here an activity given natural and man-made things, and you can classify them according to their resources. See, does air, water, soil and minerals also include in the natural things? Yes, as we obtain these or from nature, this also comes under the natural things, like buildings and some other resources and all comes under man-made things. Okay, in the light of availability of various resources in nature, natural resources can be classified into two types. They are inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. We'll see briefly about inexhaustible natural resources. It means this type of resource is present in unlimited quantity and cannot be able to exhausted by the human activities, that is not able to completed by the human activities. Example, sunlight and air. We cannot destroy this natural resource. Next, exhaustible natural resource means it is present only in the limited amount and it can be destroyed by the human activities. For example, we can say forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, like this many is there. Okay, best example is given by using the activity. It is a group activity. As you're in a lockdown, you can't do, we can separate, we can imagine by separating it. See, first you take some roasted gram. Okay, after that you divide the students into 7. Okay, see, for example, 3 groups are there, each group containing 7 members. After that, in that 7 members you are dividing into 3. One group, 2 in another group, 4 in another group. Now total how much? 7. Okay, in one group dividing into subgroups as 1, 2 and 4. What you are naming them as? 1 as first generation, 2 as second generation and 4 as third generation. After that, what you are doing means these subgroups is there, no, 1, 2, 4, they are the consumers, and as population is increasing, consumers also increasing, because in first only one subgroup, in second 2 subgroup, in third 4 subgroups are there. Now what you are going to do means, this roasted gram on the table is given, no, first generation from all the group, for example 3 group, from 3 group first generation, that is one member will come and take the roasted gram how much they need. Then second generation means two members from each group, they will come and take the roasted gram. Then third generation means four members will come from the group and takes this roasted gram. After that, what happens? Now you go and see all the eatables in the container represent the total availability of exhaustible natural resource. That roasted gram is compared to the exhaustible natural resource like coal, petroleum, and who is taking that one? That is our people representation, consumers. It may be that the early generation in some groups were concerned about the coming generation and left something for the next generation, but the next second and third generation, they can't be left the remaining one because they itself need all the resources. So in this chapter we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas, and these were formed from the dead remains of the living organism. From the dead remains of the living organisms formed, the natural resources are known as fossil fuels. Okay. Students, you will get this worksheet as a PDF. Write the answer and send it to 8th Science NAPS group. Timing from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you, students.